Hey guys, Devon Brown, the Success Renegade here, and today what I want to talk to you about is getting scammed. Now, I talk to a lot of people, a lot of home business entrepreneurs, and they always say to me, Devon, I got scammed, or Devon, when I first started off, I got scammed, and scam is a great word. And I'm not going to lie, there are scam artists out there. You know that, and I know that. But let me share with you a little story, and then you can tell me whether or not this individual got scammed. Hey, now this individual saw an ad on TV for a real estate investing seminar where over the course of 3 or 4 days, you could come to this class and they teach you everything that you needed to know about being a real estate investor, and you would have the ability to leave this class and start real estate investing and making, $80 million a month or a year or whatever the case is. Okay? So this individual didn't have a lot of money. He had one credit card with about $4,000 left on it, which coincidentally was the price of the class. So he dropped $4,000 on his credit card, which brought his balance to zero, or his limit to zero. And then he and a buddy went to this class it's like a 3 or 4 day class. And they went to this class. And after they got out of the class, the individual commenced to being a real estate investor for about 2 days, and then completely stopped because he couldn't figure out how to be a real estate investor. So here's my question to you. Was this individual scammed? See, the answer is no, I was not. You see, I wasn't scammed. But I have people in that class who will tell me that they were scammed. And I used to think that I was scammed. I was scammed out of $4,000. You see, what the people selling the class did was they said, we're going to show you what it is that you need to know to be a real estate investor, and the end result of you implementing all of our strategies can be $20,000 a month. What I heard was, come to this class, then $20,000 a month is going to start flying out of my butt. Okay? Because that's what I wanted to hear. So when I left the class and I started to try to implement some of the strategies that were still foreign to me, because it's one thing to hear something, it's a completely different thing to do something. When I tried to implement these strategies and I couldn't do it, I got frustrated. So getting frustrated means, by default, that I was scammed. Why? Because it's easier to blame others for our successes and failures. So here's a little, what time am I at?
2:50.
Cool beans. So here's a little test that I've come up with that will help determine whether, excuse me, I'm up in here burping in the video. That ain't sexy. What was I saying? Here's a little test that I've come up with, a little 3-part test that I've come up with that will help determine whether or not you were scammed. Ask yourself these 3 questions anytime you want to figure out whether or not you were scammed. Question number 1. You got to be honest with yourself too, okay? Question number 1. Are you just mad because it's more difficult than you initially anticipated? Are you just mad because it's more difficult than you initially anticipated? And now that question in and of itself is responsible for probably around 60 to 70% of the times that you thought you were scammed. It was just more difficult than you initially anticipated. You weren't willing to do the work, so you felt scammed. Oh, but Devon, they told me that it would be easy. Well, understand, guys, I don't care who tells you what. Easy is a relative term. It's easy for me to throw up an autoresponder series and a new squeeze page and something that's high converting, and I can do it in 2 minutes, but I've been doing it for years. It wasn't easy at first. Hell, tying your shoe was not easy at first. You tell Timmy, little Timmy, it's your son. Timmy, tying your shoe's easy. Timmy's like, the hell it is, Dad. The hell it is, Mom. This crap is difficult because he's never done it before. So it's difficult at first and then it becomes easy. So ask yourself that question. Are you just mad because it's more difficult than you anticipated? Question number 2. Has it ever worked for somebody else? Has it ever worked for somebody else? You see, I know I wasn't scammed in that real estate investing course. And by the way, to this day, I don't know crap about real estate investing. Even though I work with a lot of real estate investors, I can help them grow their businesses online. I've never actually done a real estate deal, and I'm probably never going to, but never say never. But anywho, ask yourself, has it worked for someone else? When I was in that real estate investing course, the guy who was sitting next to me was actually a person who had attended a real estate the same course previously, because when you buy this course, you get lifetime access to all of the future courses. And this guy was attending his second one, and he had already done like 100 grand in his first year. So here's somebody else who was sitting right next to me who did the exact same thing, implemented it, and it worked for him. How many other real estate investors do you know out there that actually make money? There's a ton of them. So that tells me that it has worked and can work for other people. It has worked for other people, and it can work. Okay? Because these other people are proof that it can work. Right? And they're no better than you or smarter than you, or no better than me than smarter than me. All right? So ask yourself, has it worked for someone else? And question number 3, ask yourself this: if your child's life depended on it, could you make it work? If your child's life depended on it, could you make it work? You see, sometimes it's not a matter of getting scammed. It's a matter of just motivation. And we don't have the motivation that we need in order to make things happen. I was on the phone with, what time?
6.
All right. I was on the phone with an individual yesterday or the day before, and I said to this individual, tell me your favorite car. And he said, a Lamborghini. I said, okay, great. I said, if I were to offer you a Lamborghini, and this individual was in an MLM program. Let me back up a second. This individual was in an MLM program, okay, having trouble recruiting others into his downline. And I said, okay, well, tell me your favorite car. And he said, Lamborghini. I said, okay, cool. I said, if your life depended, if I offered you a Lamborghini for free, if I offered you a free Lamborghini, the only thing that you have to do is recruit 2 people into your business within the next 48 hours. Could you do it? To which he responded, hell yeah, I could do it. Absolutely, I could do it. So it's just a question of motivation. So if I said, I'm going to offer you a free Lamborghini, you went off and recruited 2 people, came back to me and said, Devon, I've recruited 2 people, where's my Lamborghini? Oh, I misread the thing. It was 4 people, not 2. Go get 2 more people and I'll give it to you tomorrow. Okay, great. You would go out and get 2 more people and come back, and then I would never give you a damn Lamborghini because I'd be doing the whole thing just to prove to you that it's a matter of freaking motivation. That's all it is a matter of motivation. So ask yourself, if your child's life depended on it, could you make it work? Ask yourself those 3 questions and determine then whether or not it was a scam. Or what it more likely is the fact that you just weren't motivated enough, or it was more difficult than you thought it was going to be, and you just didn't really put all you could into it. Suzanne, am I making sense?
Making sense.
ATA, time?
7:40.
7:40. All right, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I got to go get some cavities filled today. I've been, like, when I go dancing, I'm like sucking on blow pops and stuff. You know, I'm like, hey, ladies, what's up? With the blow pop, what? Anywho, but before I do
cavities from that?
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's horrible. Horrible. Anywho, real quick, for those of you guys who are out there, New Year, looking for a program, check out the little video below, 20-minute video. If you don't have a lot of money, if you're looking for something that's relatively simple, something that you can set up in a couple of hours, watch the little video below. Just go ahead and do it. My question to you is not where you're going to be in 3 months from now, or 3 years from now, or 5 years from now. My question to you is, where are you going to be 3 hours from now? You see, in 3 hours from right now, you can have everything completely set up. You can have a business system set up, spend less than $140 or so dollars. Maybe actually spend around $100. Have a business system set up that can actually turn that $100 into thousands, if not, tens of thousands of dollars. And there's step-by-step instructions that will help you set everything up. You can go ahead and do that right now. So go ahead and click the link below, watch the little video, and if you're interested. And I think that's about it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little lesson in getting scammed. I'm not saying that there aren't scam artists out there. There certainly are. I've been scammed myself. But use that through the 3-question litmus test that I just asked you. And see you guys on the next video. Have a great day.